Ladies and gentlemen of the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I once was a professional friend of Chris Wiest. We shared political views. I referred cases to him. We shared text messages, phone calls, emails, got along with him very well. We shared a mutual friend in Bob Winter. But somewhere along the lines, it went south. I think where it went south is the fact that I asked him to come to Freedom Fest and speak. He said no. Then after the fact, he said he'd be there next year when he saw what a success it was. And also for the fact that he is supporting Savannah Maddox. But then, somewhere along the lines with the vax battle, while he was telling everybody, apply for religious exemption, apply for a medical exemption, which Deters law was telling people the same thing, we went out and filed a federal lawsuit to try to stop it for healthcare workers. And I got it from very good sources that he took shots at us. He thinks he's the Mr. Constitutional Law guy. Well, of course, we convinced, our argument convinced, 4 U.S. Supreme Court judges. It wasn't our case, but it applied. 4 Supreme Court judges. Now, the latest is Chris Wiest posted, notwithstanding the attacks on us by pro-choice, pro-abortion candidates for governor and Congress, Eric Deters and Claire Worth. I'm like, what? Claire Worth and Eric Deters are pro-life, period. You know what these people do? They act like unless you blow up an abortion clinic, you're not pro-life. They really are. And then he says, this evening we renewed our request for an injunction against the Louisville buffer zone ordinance in support of sidewalk ministry, which has saved over 900 children from the horrors of abortion in the last 15 years. We will continue to stand up for life, and for us, it isn't just talk. We put our time and treasure in the cause of life. That is total bullshit. And you let me explain why? Do you know what Chris Wiest is only interested in? The legal fees. When he files these lawsuits, there is a provision that allows him, if he wins on any issue, to recoup legal fees. If you see his Facebook posts, he always says, well, we're picking our spots. We're picking our spots. He's picking his spots on cases he thinks he might win on some issue so he can collect his attorney fees. Chris Wiest doesn't work for free. He wants his attorney fees. Hey, Chris, from August 8th through today, Deters Law never charged one person $1 in the vax battle. Can you say the same? Hell no. I mean, total ridiculous. Now, it gets even better. Chris Wiest lied to his people. Said he got vaxxed because he wanted to travel. He needed to travel. It's not true. His wife, and we're putting up there, his wife, Michelle Shelley Duzing Wiest, by the way, she's related to Ben Duzing, and Wiest gives Duzing legal advice. He's his lawyer. You know, Duzing, the guy that beats up and is cruel to women. She is the head, she's the vice president of pharmacy services at UC Health. Vice president. Look at her Facebook page that we posted. Put it up there, Sabrina. It shows, I'm vaxxed, I'm Miss Vax. You know what Chris Wiest told me? She goes, if your lawsuit goes forward, you're probably going to depose my wife. She is one of the leaders of forcing healthcare workers who work for UC Health to get vaxxed or lose their jobs. If you notice, Chris Wiest didn't file anything, did he? No. Couldn't file anything when his wife is working on the other side. It's unfreaking believable. Did he ever tell you how many people on his Facebook page has Chris Wiest shared that his wife is the head of pharmacy at UC Health and is pro-vax and has jumped in to destroy all these healthcare workers' lives? His wife. His freaking wife. Now, last but not least, I've saved the best for last. Chris Wiest is a criminal. Sue me, Chris, for defamation. Go ahead. Dare you. Sue me. Chris Wiest committed securities fraud. I posted the article. Martha Stewart was prosecuted and went to jail for this. Chris Wiest worked out a deal, paid back the money, and lost his law license for a while. He used information from his client, inside information on a stock sale, insider trading. He's a crook. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, my battles, my issues with the bar are fighting too hard for my clients. This guy loses his law license for being an inside on his own client's information. He gets suspended. He got his license back. Applied for reinstatement. And you know what he did? He said all the right things. He begged and pleaded. You know, not me. I didn't beg and plead. Chris Wiest is a fraud. He's a crook. He's a criminal. You don't have to be convicted of a crime to be a criminal. He did insider trading. All of you that think Chris Wiest hung the world, he's a crook. And his wife is pro-freaking-vax. And all he cares about is the attorney fees when he wins on these cases. When he files a lawsuit on the masks and he files a lawsuit on this, he's just trying to get the money for his legal fees. That's how he makes his living. Getting the other side to pay his legal fees when he wins on some constitutional issue. That's not where his heart is. It's not where his passion is. And once again, you'll never see where Chris Wiest, Thomas Massey, Ed Massey, Savannah Maddox, Kim Mosier, Jay Williams, and all the rest of these people ever defended Trump. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Chris Wiest, pro-vax, criminal, and just an all-round scoundrel. It's the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Oh, Chris Wiest has a terrible day.